Hello awesome people, how are you doing? My name is the Rage God and welcome to my channel. You're watching WarGamingTV and we are playing Kingdom Come Deliverance. This is going to be episode 3 of my Kingdom Come Deliverance series, and let's go. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe, hit the red button and help me grow. Currently I'm at 87 subscribers. I've actually grown a few, I guess. I'm at 87 subscribers, and my current aim is to reach 100 subs. So please hit the subscribe button and let me grow. If I'm already beyond 100 subs, you can still sub. Hey. And also I wanted to say, go check out my previous videos. This is episode 3 which we are playing. If you wanna see, go check out my first and second video to see what exactly happened in this story. And so far, looking at this game, I think I love it already. This is a very Witcher 3 like game. It is story driven, but our choices matter too. It has dialogues in it, just like Witcher 3 and The Walking Dead, and it has much more awesome stuff like reputation and this and that. So we are currently at the Lord's house. We ran away from. Hello, why are you pushing me? I hear you came from Skalitz today. It must have been terrible there. How did it happen? Just you wait. Let me tell you. Okay, so what was I saying? Viewers, this indecent lady interrupted me. Yeah, so I was saying that we ran away from our original village. Hey, come on. Hey.
I hear you came.
It was awful. I don't know what to say.
Sigismund's army appeared out of nowhere. There were so many of them, not just infantry, but cavalry too. Those foreign mercenaries with their strange helmets and the souls of beasts.
Heavens above.
I fled to the castle, but my parents were killed. I don't know. What should I get? Heavens above. So the villager is 4 strength, 2 persuasion. We don't know about this thing. She is definitely. I think if I say this, I'll lose my reputation. Yes, so as I was saying, since we don't have timer in this conversation, as I was saying, we fled the castle. We fled the village. Our parents were this thing killed by the huge army, and you should actually see the previous videos. This game is awesome. You should not miss the story. Every bit is very well, like minutely crafted and made, and this is a well thought game. Apart from a little bit of glitches in the graphics, I haven't occurred any. Just right now, if you see at this guy's face, like, it's okay, these graphics are fine. It's not the problem of my. I have the HD texture, whatever that thing is, I have that installed, but still I find these graphics a little bit lower quality than Witcher 3. They are okay. Let's jump into the game. So different choices result in different changes to our traits. We have reputation, strength, and persuasion. Basically, persuasion, that mouth thing, this thing you see, that's persuasion skills. Mm, Basically, this is how intelligent. I mean, if we want to play in an intelligent way, or do we want to like this heart and crown thing that defines reputation and status quo in the society. So these different traits and this sword thing, that means strength, brute strength, pure physical strength. So these 3 things, we can use them to like solve problems, or maybe convince difficult people using persuasion, like use reputation to get some task done, or use brute strength. So we have to use these 3 traits or characteristics, I don't know what to call them. these characteristics, yes, to move ahead in the story of this guy. His name is Henry, by the way. Say hi to Henry. Hello. Okay. I fled to the castle, but my parents were killed. And I think this and this will work. I don't think this will work. We have to very. This is not like The Walking Dead or Witcher 3. This like really affects how we play the game. Our choices really affect. Okay. So I'm not gonna use this one because the lady seems to be like just like a maid of the Lord. I forgot the name of that Lord. But I don't like this one because there's question mark on the left side. You can see there's our character's name Henry, and there are those points. So that's the level of those persuasion in reputation and strength. So Henry has 2 points in that. The villager has 2 points, and villager shows question mark on the reputation thing. So I'm not gonna use the reputation thing because result maybe whatever, we cannot tell. We have to increase in rank and increase in reputation, otherwise it has very adverse effect on our gameplay. I've already lost reputation because I got beat up by the one guy who we had to collect the debt. The game like directly throws you inside, like go and fight. There's no tutorial for this. I was expecting some tutorial. There are basic tips and know-hows how to do what, but you have to find out everything like the real world. This is what makes me like this game. Anything can happen. Then the slaughter began. I think if I use this, I'll seem like a coward. Then I'll do this.
They began murdering. They cut down anyone who didn't flee to the castle and destroyed everything in their path. The terrible cries of the wounded and the dying, I'll never forget it. It was only by some miracle I managed to take one of their horses and ride here.
How terrible. All the saints in heaven must have been watching over you to keep you alive. But you're safe here now.
Yep. Thank you. So the dialogues and everything is very important. I have to eat, by the way. You can see the indicators. For some reason we are drunk. I don't know why. We are in a private area. So you see, this is like just like real life. This is like a real life simulator. Lockpick. And there are different ways, like we can do robbery and stuff, or we can avoid doing robbery and go the good way. Hello.
You've done well, lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes.
Go with Sir Robert to the
Understand
kitchen.
why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation. It's a great loss.
Where do I? Okay. So there's different things which affect our character. There's
Milady, you are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honoured.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
this is
And a
making
little
me
wine to wash
hungry
it
in
down.
real life.
Thank you, my lady.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the outer bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
So Sir Robert is trying to show
When
us
you've
our
done,
place.
you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Damn, that was rude. Sir Robert, you asshole. Watch your back, bro. Eat. Let's feast. I need to eat fast. Roast duck, awesome. Oh god, eat it already. Savior snaps, what does that do? Apply? I don't know. Speech 1, charisma 5. Okay. Bro, why are you?
Jesus. I could really do with some sleep.
Within 1 minute will add 30 health and dispel hangover effects. Cancel the effect of Lazarus potion. Drink of experience that can't be forgotten. Continue. I don't know how hungry I am. Where do we see health, energy, nourishment? We can eat some. We can eat some more. Alright, we are fully nourished. Energy, so we need to sleep. And what is this? Noise, visibility. I don't know. Marigold. Should I use this? Oh man. Where's the... He's like almost closing his eyes. This guy needs to sleep.
I hear you came from Scaveston. It must have been terrible.
Reputation lost. We entered the wrong room. Reputation was lost. Damn. This is hard.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood? Yes, sir.
So he couldn't sleep? Or what?
Yes?
is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine. It's just what you need to help you sleep.
Oh, thank you.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace.
Oh,
to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything except getting better. God knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Oh, I don't know. This feels weird. My lady seems to be strange.
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. A fellow by the name of Kunish owed money to Father, who sent me to collect it from him. Only Kunish had no intention of paying. It got a bit heated, as often happens when there's money involved, but Kunish still wouldn't cough up the coin. Father was too generous for his own good, letting even a scoundrel like that buy on credit.
Oh.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
Success.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. A horde of soldiers was amassed. Pennants flapped in the wind, the armour glinted in the sunlight, and the horses whinnied impatiently. They were waiting for Sigismund to give the command to attack.
How awful.
And then death descended on Skalitz. Father told me to take shelter in the castle while he went to get Mother. She was stranded in the town, surrounded by Sigismund's butchers. And then I saw him knocking down one human after another. I never saw him fight like that. But then the leader of Sigismund's raiding party, a knight in full armour, saw Father and charged at him. He cut down my father without a thought. And then he turned on my mother. And he murdered her in cold blood.
You poor boy. May the Lord have mercy on their souls.
Hey, this guy's
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I needed a horse to get to the safety of Talmberg and to warn you all.
And with all that was happening, you thought of others like a good Christian.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I had Sir Radzig's sword, and even though there were several of them and they were better armed, I had to try and save her. I wanted there to be at least one person I'd helped. And I succeeded, even though it almost cost me my life. After that, I stole a horse from them and rode off.
Like
You
a
see,
valiant knight.
That's nice.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those who do his bidding. Those who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Oh,
Really?
I see where this is going.
My
I don't
husband
want
had
to go
some
there.
quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
That's
Years,
sad.
you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then, he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years. And was Havel punished for it?
No.
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that were true, lad. Would it were true.
That is so sad.
But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
I think Sir Robert would not be happy with this. Nightmares.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
Take the torch from the table. Use torch by using one. Even better, use Nighthawk potion. Okay. How do I use the torch? Equip. Where am I supposed to go? There's the baker and there's this thing. Via what? Via gateway stairs. Okay.
Good health to you.
Do you know what's happening?
No. What about you?
Me? How could I?
I saw you with Sir Robar. Didn't he tell you anything?
No, nothing.
Good luck to you.
Really?
This storm is a sign from God. We should have fled to the woods.
Like Sigismund's bastards off the face of the earth.
That's probably why they attacked so quick, so we wouldn't have time to join forces.
Hello?
God be with you.
God be with you too.
Do you know what's happening?
Don't ask me, I don't know shit. Just a minute ago, I was sleeping after a day's watch at the gate. May the Lord watch over you.
I think we are under attack or something.
Good day to you. What do you need?
You know what's happening?
The main guy is standing right.
Fucking Sigismund.
You sure?
Are
I
you
overheard
sure?
a scout Div is sent to see how things look in Skalitz. It's Sigismund's soldiers for sure. Fucking Sigismund.
All right. Okay, you know what guys, I'll end my episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll make half-an-hour episodes, and click the subscribe button, help me go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my commentary. Leave a like if you liked this. Comment down below what you feel about this, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.